Thank you for introducing me. I'm very glad to be here. Today, my talk is on the effectiveness of patent and the determinants of patenting activities in Korea. The content is like this: the introduction, previous work, and the patenting activities in Korea, and methodologies and data, and the results, and finally the summary and its implication. This is the introduction and the background. I am interested in the characteristic of patenting activity in Korea. The two facts can be selected. The first one is the dramatic increase since late 1980s. As said by Dr. Han, these days Korea is reaching ranks 3rd to 4th in the world these days. And the second fact is the growth of the number of firms doing patenting. It is well known that the Korean patenting, the Korean patenting is very concentrated by the few companies. But if we look at the data, that there are so many firms begin to do patent in addition to large corporations. So these facts may hint at the changing environments for Korean companies for doing technological innovation. So I think these characteristics should be analyzed. And it can be a basis for the corporate patenting strategy and patent policy. And we approach it from the traditional perspective, that is, we try to analyze it from in terms of the effectiveness as an appropriation mechanism from the perspective of firms' internal factors, in particular firms' innovative strategy. So my research question is two. The first one is, how much is the level of effectiveness of patent as one of appropriation mechanism of innovation output in Korea? And the second one is, what is the impact of innovation strategy on the use of patent in Korea? So I try to answer these two questions using the result of survey done by STEPI. The survey is the Korean Innovation Survey. Is similar to the Community Innovation Survey. This is a previous work. Previous work can be divided into two groups. The first group is very old and very traditional. They try to understand the effectiveness of patents as an appropriation mechanism and under which condition patent is effective. So that the result is the patent is not an effective mechanism. And the second result is the utilization of patent has gone beyond the traditional incentive role preventing competitor to so-called bargaining chips, the lower bargaining chips. And according to the result, we come to know the lower patent varies according to industries, particularly the discrete industry versus complex industries. The second group is the second group focus on the fact that patenting activity is strategy in nature. So that they are trying to analyze the determinants of patenting activity or factors influencing patenting activities. The usually used factor is divided into external factors and internal factors. The most used factor is like this: the difference of technological opportunity, the difference of national system and practice, the characteristic of patent system, and as internal factors, firm size, innovation strategy, and way of innovating. My research is a kind of extension of the second group's work. So I try to analyze the effectiveness of patents and its important determinants of patenting activity in Korea in terms of firms' innovative strategy. And particularly, I set the firm's innovative strategy as type of market targeted, which is targeted, and the type of innovation which is targeted, and the way of innovation. And considering the characteristics of Korea, in particular, Korea's growth is mainly dependent by the growth of exports. In other words, Korea is the main method of Korea's growth is by the massive selling in the foreign market. So I included the type of market different to the other from previous work. So my hypothesis is like this. The first one is targeting foreign market enhance the utilization of patent. And the second hypothesis is the type of product, the type of innovation can impact the possibility of patenting activity. And the last one is way of innovation can influence patenting activities, those activities. This is the patenting activities in Korea. We can see the dramatic increase in Korea. The third one is that of Korea. And that next picture is same with that of Dr. An. It is the triadic patent family. So you can see this. And anyway, I can identify the effectiveness of patent as an appropriation mechanism using KIS result, Korean Innovation Survey. I reviewed the two results, the Korean Innovation Survey of 2002 and that of 2005. In the according to the Pulse survey in 2000 to 2001, the most favorable mechanism is market preemption, while the most important mechanism are IP registration and market preemption in case of product innovation. I can calculate the first thing I calculate the lowest score on zero, and in case of the most important mechanism, I calculate the score on 5. 5 means it's very important, and in case of process innovations, secrecy is the most favorable mechanism, but at the same time, IP registration and secrecy is highly important. According to the second survey result in 2002 to 2004, secrecy and read time are shown to be favorable, but the most important mechanism is patent. The indicated effectiveness of patent has risen between two periods relative to other mechanisms. So this result is very similar to the previous work, in particular the first group's work. But we can see the fact that as I mentioned, the effectiveness has risen, even though it is not the most favorable one. So my analysis is done like this. Econometric analysis is done in order to analyze the impact of innovation strategy on the likelihood of using patent for technology protection. And in doing so, firms' perception on the effectiveness of patent is assumed to show their incentive to do patenting activity. We can show the question is like this. Korean Innovation Survey asked, during the period, did your firm use any of these methods to protect invention or innovation developed in your firm? Please evaluate the importance of each method from 0 to 5. So we can separate whether using patent is effective or not from at which level using patent is effective as a appropriation mechanism. The first can be estimated using Profit model, and the second is done using other profit model. So as I said already, we used the result of Korean Innovation Survey done in 2005 by STEPI, Science and Technology Policy Institute in Korea. The definition and methodology of the survey is based on the Oslo manual by OECD. And KIS surveyed the importance given to each appropriation mechanism, such as patent secrecy, lead time, etc. So I used the importance as a proxy measure of the effectiveness assessed by individual firms, and accordingly the possibility of using patent for technology protection. So my dependent variable is like this. The question, the answer to that question is not applicable or applicable. And if it selects applicable form, can select degree of importance from very low through middle to very high, 5-point Likert scale for each method. So the effectiveness of patent can be captured by that diatonomous variable that measure whether or not effective. And the level of effectiveness of patent is captured by the degree of importance given by firms. Now innovation strategy. The traditional corporate innovation strategy is usually assessed from 3 dimensions from the previous work, basic R&D versus applied R&D, and the second one is product innovation versus process innovation, and the last one is the way of innovation, that is closed innovation versus open innovation. And as I said already, additional factor, there is type of market. I use export as proxy measure. Is added from the perspective of non-advanced countries, or the perspective of Korean history. So we set the R&D intensity and product innovation, process innovation, interaction between two type of innovation, and cooperative R&D and export as independent variable. In addition, a measure of firm size is included to test whether there are inherent advantages associated with relation to the determinant of the effectiveness of patent. The force finding can be selected. The first one is not only firms which do only actual product innovation, but also firms which do both actual product innovation and process innovation regard patent as effective mechanism. And the second one is the firms who do corporate R&D are more likely to do patenting activity. Third one is firms exporting to other countries are more inclined to regard patent as effective mechanism and ready to use it. And the last one is larger firms have a highly possibility to use patent as a mechanism than smaller firms. In case of product innovation with relation to the level of effectiveness of patent, I mean it is from 1 to 5. Part 5 of the important indicated by firms. The finding is like this: firms doing open R&D or corporate R&D feels strongly about the strength of patent as a protection method. However, other variable impact is not insignificant. So I concluded that in case of product innovation beyond the decision of using patent or not, the drive of active patenting may be the necessity of cooperation with other institutions or other firms. And third one is in case of process innovation. The finding is four. The first one is even in protecting process innovation, doing both innovation, that is product innovation and process innovation, make it natural to think that patent is effective. And the second one is cooperative R&D has a positive impact. And third is for also the firms which aims for foreign market and exports are more inclined to use patent. And the last one is that there is such side effect. This is a summary and implication. I summarize it into four factors. The first one is firm society is important factor. So in spite of increasing number of firms doing patenting activity, the overall trend of patenting activity in Korea is led by large corporation. And the second is the importance of product innovation. So it can be inferred that Korean firms combine product innovation with patent mechanisms. And the third one is a cooperative innovative activity method. From this, I conjecture that the appropriation can encompass the whole channel of getting returns in a broad sense, beyond the traditionally appropriating the direct and instant output. And the last one is type of market methods. As I said, exporting firms regard patent as effective mechanism rather than pure domestic firms. So it can be inferred that the Korean firms which have grown up according to expanding market share in major advanced countries feel inevitable to do patenting activity to cope with the diffusion of pro-patent policies in advanced market. And finally, the limitation of my work is like this. The first one is actually firms utilize mix of each appropriation mechanism, which is not independent. And the second one is it is not free from indigeneity problem. That's all.